So hello everybody once again. New Minecraft skin, I hope you like it. I stole it off Planet Minecraft. I made a few changes to it, but overall I quite like how it turned out. It looks quite nice. Anyways, we are currently on Alexis, the brand new Stoneworks world. In case you haven't been keeping up, Eldham and Rafnir both died, basically. You see, Stonia decided that the lifespan of Eldham and Rafnir kind of ended, and the player count, to be honest, has been a little bit low. Ever since COVID happened all those years ago, it feels like it happened forever ago, the server numbers haven't been quite the same. You know, over time, people stopped playing, and especially because Minecraft isn't as popular as it was 4 years ago, that eventually the staff decided that it'd be best to merge the two separate worlds into one, then giving us Alexis. But so far, the world's been out for about a month, for sure, solid month. And it's been quite fun. I quite enjoy it. Do I think it was worth removing the two old worlds for? Definitely. The issue with releasing new worlds is that if the old worlds exist, why are people going to move over? Like, start new. You know, most people are going to go to the new world, have fun for a week, and then come back to their homes, you know? But with the Eldham and Rafnir being gone, people are now forced to move over to Alexis. And a lot of people quit, you know, reasonably so. It's bound to happen. But a lot of people also came back. Now, yes, a lot of them did leave again as well, but it really kind of boosted. It was a nice change of pace for a lot of players. Though there's a few issues with the new world. Most of it's just stuff from Eldham or Rafnir that still need to be moved over. Just this weekend, the Nether was released. And I think, I haven't been to the Nether yet, but I think it's gone quite well. But a big thing is vaults. Vaults still have yet to be released. Now, I've seen some people not want vaults to be released. I personally can't wait for vaults to come. I think vaults were a great idea, though vaults were supposed to be handed out to players, I think sometime in late May, and it's almost the end of May, start of June. So things kind of went off schedule, you know, as things go, they fell off schedule. So Stony has said that vaults may take a few months to be implemented, which is a long time. You know, I kind of was hoping we could have vaults pretty soon here, in a month or so, but if it's going to be multiple months, that's quite disappointing. Now, honestly, I can't complain too much. I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, the server can only do so much in such amount of time, but it would be nice to see vaults be a bit sooner, you know, vaults return a bit sooner. But I think for now, I just hope vaults release sometime in the summer. You know, summer, the server's going to get busy again, a lot more players are going to come back, so it would be really nice if, when players came back, they could have access to some of their valuable old items. Now, will Stoneworks have vaults done over the summer? I think it's unlikely, but who knows, maybe it could happen. But aside from vaults, I think overall the rest of the world has gone quite well. There's a lot of maps that need to be finished and everything. As things go, there's a lot of empty land and a lot of people who want to claim all the empty land. Though, the way they've kind of reworked maps is you can only claim land that you have claimed in-game, which I think is a much better and more stable system, as there's still land on the map that hasn't been claimed by nations yet, so it allows for new players to actually start a nation, you know, fairly easily, which in the past, it was almost impossible. I mean, you had to play for multiple hours, get a lot of money, or make the right friends, you know, become friends with a nation leader and hope eventually they pass some land on to you, or, you know, you do something and get some land from them. But with the way things currently are, I think it's quite nice. Speaking of which, I still have to get my nation on the map, which brings me to Mahari. That is the new nation I've joined. It's mostly just a bunch of people from Exo-Yushia have joined Mahari. Now, it's a small little town. Originally, you see, we went with a tent design, like a little encampment, though things have started getting a bit modern, but things are a bit of a mess right now. Just a little bit of a mess. I'm currently working on it, but yeah, I've been having fun. From personal experience, I haven't been playing too much this last month. I've been kind of on and off playing, but just these few days lately, I've kind of got the spirit to play once again, and I must say it is quite fun. I quite like the new world. The fresh start is both good and bad. You know, there's times where I wish I had access to my old items, but honestly, there's some times where I'm kind of glad I don't have access to my old items. I can't just open a barrel and have, well, 8 stacks of stone instantly there waiting for me. I actually have to now go mining for the stone, which could be argued is a bit annoying, but I personally don't mind. It just makes the game a bit more boring, but that's kind of what Minecraft's about, you know? Minecraft isn't exactly a fun game all the time, you know? There's a lot of boring moments in the game, but I personally think that's okay, you know? It builds it builds character, I guess. The economy of Stoneworks is kind of being rebuilt based on the old economy. You know, I've seen netherite ingots go for 20k, 15k, which were the old prices. EXP is quite expensive, as one would expect, because, you know, the massive cactus farms aren't completely built yet. I do know there's a lot of cactus farms that are built, but people are still working on building more cactus farms. So I think it's going to be a while until we see EXP reach really cheap prices. For now, I'm guessing they're gonna stay at 1k for a decent amount of time, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't mind EXP being a bit more expensive. So I don't know whose house this is, but I'm gonna steal some of their cobblestone. It's fine. They'll never know. They'll never know. Don't worry about it. Yes, this is why you should join Mahari. We are a great nation with no theft. Which brings me on, if you want to join the nation, I'll have the Discord linked below. Please, feel free to join. I think it'd be pretty cool if you joined. Now, this is my tent. It's quite nice. Now, when the world first launched, I played for like a week straight. Do you want to see some of the prizes I've got? I'll show you. They're pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool, eh? Now, you might be wondering, what's so cool? I got a trident and another trident. I have 2 tridents, and I got this like off the first week. I was pretty happy with this. Some enchanted books and the leggings. Some of these have mending on, which is really good. I'm quite happy with that. A lot of the stuff isn't worth as much now as they were initially at the start of the game, but I'm really happy with all that. But you want to see the big money item? Look at all that sponge. I mean, holy cow. Back in the day, in Eldham and Rafnir, sponges sold for like 20k per. So let me... they sold for 20k per. So can you imagine how much all this sells for? Let me just do some math quickly. If I could sell every single one of these sponges for 20k right now, I would make 12 million Stoneworks coins from all these sponges. Now, I'm sure people did the same strat as I did. What I did was, as soon as I got my trident, I went into the ocean and I explored a lot of the ocean, and I just looted every ocean monument I found. I don't think this map is updated, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of oceans over here that people explored themselves and got a ton of sponge from. But yeah, I'm very careful with this sponge, because this is the big money here, you know? I don't want anyone getting a hold of my sponges. It's gonna be worth something one day, I hope. I would like to see wars be added as well. Again, I'm a bit blurry on whether or not wars are enabled. I want to say they aren't. I haven't heard much about any wars. I think wars being enabled is a very important thing, especially for the summer. You know, a lot of the biggest wars are held during holiday seasons, around Christmas, you know, Christmas break there, Easter time, and summer. You know, summer is when most people aren't doing much, so it makes sense to hold a lot of the big wars, and that is when a lot of the big wars are held. So with summer season coming, I think it's a good idea to focus on wars, at least for a little bit, make sure those are all working, because again, I'm sure I've said this before, wars are often quite janky on Stoneworks, you know. Sometimes everything will work the way it's intended, and sometimes it won't, you know. It just kind of falls apart. But with with the staff, hopefully, you know, re-implementing wars on a new world with more experience, and maybe it changed rules, you know, who knows. We could see some good wars coming up. I mean, me personally, I never fought a war in Eldham, but the reason I made this character, by the way, if you want to know his name, it's John Borowski. I know, John Borowski, very great name. I quite like it personally myself. And the reason I made this new character is because I want to have a character who wants to do war. You know, my character is kind of very military, likes war. You know, that kind of theme behind it. And I think I think it'll be fun. You know, it's a new experience for me. I'm still not good at PvP. I probably won't ever be good at PvP. But again, I can partake in wars. You know, I can supply myself my own equipment and pick a side in wars. Will I change the tides of battle? Very rarely, but who knows? Who knows? You know, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll all have some fun. But I mean, with that being said, I kind of want to get involved in some wars myself. I mean, I can partake in other people's wars. But it'd be kind of cool if Mahari declared war on someone. I mean, wouldn't that be pretty epic? Pretty cool? I don't know. Me personally, I'm ready for war. I'd sign up. We just probably will lose, but it is what it is. Anyways, I think I got enough coal. I'm going to teleport home now. Tiny topic. I have a few videos in the works. One, really. And I'm going to be releasing that. I'm going to be making some more videos. I just want to get something out there, so when I release my other videos, it doesn't seem that out of the blue. Of course, it's going to be out of the blue. I haven't uploaded for like, what, 3 months? 4 months, maybe? But it is what it is. I'm trying out here. I'm just doing this for fun. But we'll see how this goes. Stay tuned. Subscribe for the next videos. And like I said, please join the Discord if you want to see... if you want to join this wonderful nation of Mahari. It's a great nation, a beautiful nation. I quite adore it, quite much. But that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe next time I will actually be doing some building and not just collecting resources. But as they say, it is what it is.